Back to the scene and the season of indoor geraniums as we go out the door in South Dennis. Not exactly what I expected this morning with the clouds. Now, these clouds are ocean effect clouds with the cold air coming over the relatively warm water. Rex, please slow down. Stop. Can't let you take off. Oh, there's the sun. Gorgeous. There are the leaves, too. It's that time of year. So what's happening here on Cape Cod, we had a high pressure system go kind of a little bit north of us, and the wind has come in just off the ocean. So we have these ocean effect clouds, relatively warm water, cold air. Rick shows it in a gunquit this morning with a little bit of steam coming off the Atlantic Ocean in a gunquit. Anyhow, this cloud only stretches to about Yarmouth. So right there and points west and north. It is clear in Massachusetts, and it went calm last night. And many spots had their coldest morning of the season so far, including Boston Logan. I think 31 was the low for the first freeze. But here in South Dennis, I only get down to 38. I think a week ago on Thursday, it was in the 20s, so we have had our freeze here. And also northern Vermont, there's a cloud, and it's actually snowing at Sugarbush this morning. I did not see that coming. Did anyone see that coming? It's high pressure. What's going on? I don't know. Weather is hard. There's just a layer of moisture and some instability. And it's actually warmer this morning up around Morrisville, 34. While here in eastern Massachusetts, Bedford got down to 20. So it's warmer in northern Vermont than it is in eastern Massachusetts. Go figure. But anyhow, high barometer, so it's a pretty nice day for us. The snow guns are still going top to bottom on Superstar and any area that wants to make snow, even though Morrisville was 34, so I think maybe some of the guns did shut off. And high pressure is going to stay here. Now there's a little piece of energy. We talked about it yesterday. Oh, you didn't see yesterday's video because I accidentally clicked members only? Sorry about that. I do eventually want to have membership. You know, I can't live on free videos alone. Anyhow, yesterday we talked about, well, no one knows what I said yesterday, right? There's a little piece of energy coming out of Canada. It's going to cross Quebec, and there's an area of snow coming at us tomorrow about 3 in the afternoon in Vermont and New Hampshire. It's a little bit of a weak low pressure system going to go right across northern New England. Then it's going to go offshore and leave maybe a couple of inches of snow in the higher terrain tomorrow. So a little wintry in parts of Vermont, New Hampshire. And that low is going to go out over the ocean, and it's really going to slow down and intensify, and it's going to result in cold air being renewed here on Tuesday into Wednesday. So we have the wintry sort of feel and look here through about Wednesday. And then we're going to have a storm coming across Canada, trying to bring warmer air our way. It's going to bring warmer air our way. And also a system charging at us out of the Gulf of Mexico. And that system out of the Gulf of Mexico is going to be deepening rapidly and eventually hooking up with the front from the west. So by Sunday morning, that is a 977 low near our benchmark. But I think most of the action for that is going to be rain in northern New England, then wind as that races up and out Sunday afternoon. So I don't think we're going to get this terrible nor'easter, even though it does look so low on the barometer. And by the way, the Euro often makes those low pressure systems much too low. But anyhow, that'll bring in new cold again next Sunday, Monday. Now we're getting to Thanksgiving week. And now there's another system that looks like it's going to be an inside runner sometime around Tuesday or Wednesday of Thanksgiving. So it's going to get active again. But this week, we actually do look like it's a fairly quiet pattern. Canada has warmed up. The parade of storms off the Pacific has sort of split, with half of the storms staying off the west coast and the other half going across Canada. So this week after tomorrow night does look kind of boring. So I'm not expecting too many surprises this week. It's going to be all eyes watching the potential nor'easter here next weekend. But it's just too warm on the northwest side of that to make it a winter storm. It'd be more of like an early fall storm, or almost like a post-tropical, or what do they call it, subtropical type storm coming at us next weekend. All right, so you know where we are. There's Bass River. And I did drain the hose. No, I didn't drain the hose. I turned off all the outside water. I drained the hoses in Weymouth, where I think we had our first freeze last night.
And I think the Patriots are already on TV. We're going to be traveling back again today. So I'll leave you with some highlights of yesterday. Looks like some dredging or something's going on at the east end of the canal, Cape Cod Canal. And also a couple of highlights. Mary was at the Veterans Day celebrations or ceremonies. You don't celebrate. You have ceremonies to honor veterans. Yesterday with some parades and a lot of civic pride going on. And, not as well attended as you might hope, but guilty as charged. I was traveling yesterday and came down here. Haven't seen my brother in quite some time. All right, T-Rex. T-Rex wants to go say hello to Kevin. I wonder if the Patriots are doing any good in Germany today. Anyhow, it's fun. There was a lot of spirit there showing up from Frankfurt, Germany. And this yellow here, this is the forsythia. Isn't that interesting? It turns yellow with its flowers and then yellow with its leaves. All right, talk to you tomorrow. Canal. Got some action going on. Looks like they might be dredging. Whatever it is, gulls really like it. Apparently there's still fish around. That'd be my guess anyway.
Not called Fisherman's View for nothing. Lunchtime in the canal. Entertainment, great crowd. Same barges that go right by the house, come through the canal. Saturday, lunchtime. And there's Independence, the same one we see going by our house all the time. It's great. Bed. Heavy traffic area for sure. Where are we going, Rex? T-Rex. Derek's T-Rex. I would assume that there's a dredging project happening. That's my guess. Like a dredging utensil there. Daring. Cajun.
Seawolf. Depth. LR 1130. Liebherr.
It does some heavy lifting, wouldn't you say? New York, New York. Got floating drum things.
Yeah. Lay the pipe. Something like that. And there's the restaurant we just ate at right next to the power plant. And then the fishermen that fish and own Fisherman's View. That's their boat. And there's more than one. They are boats.
We have some action here. Someone's pulling out. Seawolf is pulling out. Where are you going? New York, New York. That just said a rust bucket. They call his own ship a rust bucket. I think he did. Salt water will do that. Sure. Colors of sandwich. Very pretty. And our ultimate destination, of course, Bass River Beauty, 4 o'clock. There goes the sun.
It's gonna get chilly quick. I turned off the outside water. I haven't really drained the hoses. Will there be ice in the bird bath in the morning? Maybe not on Cape Cod. Oh, it's pretty ugly. Clean that, will you, Tim? But it shouldn't stop ice from forming if it gets cold enough long enough. Clear sky. We may keep a breeze going. Otherwise, ideal radiational cooling inland. Probably have some teens. Coldest morning so far, wasn't it? Was it? Is it? How do you like that iPhone aberration? Aberration? A little pumpkin with the green dot in the middle. All right. Later.